You're all children again. Doesn't that feel good to be a little child? Think of all you got before you. You're starting out a little child this morning. So if you're starting out a child, what would be important for you to have? Food? Shelter? Guidance. Good. Some health? Love. Love. Very important. It's Kinsey. A sense of right and wrong. All right, you guys are good. Where do you get that? Where do you get a sense of right and wrong? Parents? Family? TV? Smack you upside the head. Depending on what you're watching, yes. Maybe you can get that from TV. Maybe you can get it from the schoolyard, from your friends. Sometimes that's where you learn stuff, right? Anybody else? Church. All right. Church. From scriptures, particularly from scriptures. So, how important is Scripture? Very important.
Because there's too many people compromising the Scripture right now that says that some things are right and they aren't.
So what Sue is saying is Scripture is important, but it's really important that you yourself know what the Scripture says, because there might be somebody on TV that says something that is contrary to what the Scripture says. And now you got to figure that out. So Scripture is sort of like the gold standard. What does the gold standard mean?
We're all monetary based off of.
What's all your monetary is based off? There's a gold bar somewhere that is a pure gold or something, and that's what everything else is measured off of. Another thing would be the atomic clock. It used to be the atomic clock that all time was based off of, and now I can't tell you what it is, but they have something more accurate than the atomic clock. And it's down to the zillionth of a second or something that's more accurate. Why do you need an atomic clock? To know what the real time is. If everybody went by my watch, right, what would happen? Or by their own watch. If everybody went by their own watch, nobody would be on time. We'd all be coming at different times, right? Because our watches might be slower or faster than a standard. So we have a standard that we go by so that we're all on the same page. Well, the Scripture is the standard we need to go by so that we're all on the same page. It's not something that I wrote. It's not something that Diane wrote. It's something outside of ourselves, outside of our brains, that is a standard that we can go by. Now, you have to accept the standard. If you don't like that standard, you can just say, oh, I don't need that. I'll just go by what Kinsey's TV says. And we'll just go by that. But what happens then is everybody on TV thinks they have the standard and they'll make up their own stuff, and pretty soon, chaos. Now, actually the people on TV got what they got from the standard, and they're right on, or it might be that they modify it a little bit. And that's why we need a standard to go by. And that's enough for the children's time. Thank you.